Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new stream here on the channel. And on to today's stream, we're going to discuss the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, because right now today, once again, it's particular necessarily to of course discuss the market right now, because yeah, Bitcoin came down once again here a little bit further, but since it did came down here, it looks to be right now forming some kind of a parallel channel towards the downside. And it has got creating several bullish divergence from the lows, like you can see over here in the market. So on today's stream, we're going to be, of course, first of all, witness about what Bitcoin is going to do today and where it is heading towards today. But besides that, on today's stream as well, we're going to, of course, make some predictions. Do we think Bitcoin can go much lower? And what are the targets that then we are going to be looking out for? Because, yeah, I will be giving you guys some very strong levels of support that I think you should be keep your eyes wide open on. And, of course, on today's stream, we're going to keep everything in consideration as well. We are currently trading in a particular significant downtrend here. Like you can see, top side providing the resistance, lower side providing the support. And yeah, so far this trend is basically turning Bitcoin down every single time here. And as soon as Bitcoin does break this top side of resistance, this could be leading towards a trend reversal, and this could be leading towards higher targets once again getting visited on the market. But of course, as long as we're going to get rejected by the range high and by the resist line here on the higher side, we're going to look a little bit more bearish. But of course, Bitcoin right now on the 1 hour candles has been forming quite a lot of interesting momentum. So let me first start off with the RSI, of course. Like you can see in front of your screen right now here, the RSI has been forming a higher low after higher low after higher low on the RSI, while price action has been forming lower low after lower low on the market. So basically, we were seeing a 2 times a bullish divergence getting formed here. Well, last time around here on the high over here, we were forming, of course, a hidden bearish divergence like you can see over here. So yeah, pretty interesting that we are right now seeing this divergence getting started here on the market. And because of this divergence, yeah, we could be maybe start to get a little bit more bullish here on the market to, of course, expect a little bit of a market reversal. Of course, I do think if we're going to come down once again from this point, we're basically going to do the exact same once again. We're going to form another divergence, and maybe that could be leading towards a continuation towards the upside. So for me right now, I'm just going to play it slow here. I'm going to play the waiting game, and I'm going to see about where the market is heading towards after the divergence we're getting formed on this market. As well, if we were looking and take a clear look towards the invite-only script of the Rover trends MACD identifier, we currently can see a new divergence getting formed on this market. So let me as well enable the histogram divergence, so we could be seeing, of course, several divergences getting played out on this market. And of course, if we're as well enabling the histogram divergence, we can currently see here we were forming, of course, a regular bullish divergence on the histogram. How we have been forming that one is because we have, once again, lower low on the market, higher low, of course, on the moving average. And that is, of course, for us right now resulting in, of course, this bullish divergence getting formed here on the 1 hourly candles on the Bitcoin MACD chart. So this is, of course, as well giving us a signal. Okay, bullish divergence getting formed on the MACD together with the RSI could be, of course, for sure lead towards a trend reversal, because yeah, these are basically the 2 most important momentum indicators to look at right now here. So yeah, I do look forward towards what we are going to be seeing here in the future. But so far, yeah, it does look quite interesting. And of course, this bullish divergence could be leading towards a massive continuation towards the upside. Of course, in order for me really to be bullish here on the immediate short term, and in order for me to say, okay, Bitcoin is going to go back towards 50K, or at least let's say 49,000 US dollars, I have to be seeing the top side getting broken as well. If we just remove all the drawings for a second, if we're purely going to look at some resistance targets, you can clearly see here, this range high here, this orange box that we right now are looking at, is just an extremely important level of resistance. You can clearly see here, markets were having a quite often significant hard time here to be breaking above this level, and it was first looking like, okay, we're forming some kind of a head and shoulders pattern, but unfortunately we invalidated and of course came further down here while I was asleep, of course, otherwise I would have jumped live. But yeah, like you can see, major resistance getting found here on this horizontal range. Personally, I do expect as soon as we do break this horizontal range, we're going to look for a continuation up here. But like you can see here as well, previously this level provided as well already several times a resistance. So this is definitely a level with quite a lot of the significance getting added towards it. So to see this level really getting rejected, it was also pretty likely. And of course, in the future, it's going to be one of the most important levels here in the current trend that we're trading on right now. And of course, once I'm talking about the current trend, I talk about this range over here where we're right now trading on over here. So in this range over here, I do want to be seeing this level around the 48,000 US dollars getting broken. As soon as we do break that level, I personally think we're going to be then see, of course, a continuation back towards higher ranges again here. So that's a thing I'm currently looking forward towards as well. Different chart, Bitcoin 1 hourly candles. We've been looking towards it yesterday as well here. The orange boxes, basically, we have the orange box between the high and the low. These orange boxes, these resistance lines, horizontal resistance lines here, are basically telling us about very strong resistance and support from the past here. Like you can see, the top side of the range here, like you can see over here, support, 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 and of course I can go further on it towards time over here as well, support, resistance, resistance, here as well, support, and here as well, resistance again. So yeah, this the range around the 48,000 US dollars is such a critical level of resistance that I do want to be seeing this level getting broken. Of course as well, we've been looking at the lower side of support around the 46.8k here, and like you can see, this orange line over here, we extended it, previous support, resistance, support, support, and as well over here, support. So yeah, this is basically an extremely important level in the whole trend that we have been trading on. So once again, going to show it, it's pretty good that we have been able to be holding up towards this 46.7/8,000 US dollars, of course. So since we were touching that level, of course, we were of course creating this bullish divergence on the RSI money flow and of course the MACD here. But together with that, of course, this level getting retested, it was a likely recipe to see, of course, a little bit of a continuation up. And for me as well, I do still expect we're going to see at least a little bit of a climb back towards a little bit of higher ranges from up this point. So that is, of course, a thing to look forward towards. But let's say we're going to be breaking this level and we're going to come down a little bit further. What are we then going to be aiming for? If we're going to be breaking this level, I'm going to be aiming for some daily support targets. And of course, right now, this chart is full with daily support targets on the 4-hourly candles. And like you can see here, daily support and resistance is already showing us quite a lot of significance. So far, the daily support around the 46.2k has been as well bouncing the price action very strongly back towards the upside, and has been doing as well so several times in the past, like you can see over here. And of course, these daily support targets are all found, of course, by these previous levels of major rejections or major supports in the market. So these levels are basically high volume rejection zones here. And of course, high volume rejection zones usually shows us, of course, a very significant amount of support getting added towards that horizontal range over there. So if we're going to then look forward towards what we're going to be seeing here, and if we're going to be looking forward towards what are the worst case scenarios that we could be running aim for in Bitcoin for the coming days ahead of ourselves, I personally think, yeah, as soon as we're going to go below, of course, this 46.2k target, we're going to be looking for 44.8k. Extremely strong level of accumulation. I personally think this is going to be as well a very good level for accumulating your tokens if we're going to come down here. And of course, other worst case scenario is going to be on the 42.2k, basically almost the low of the wick here, to first of all fill up a little bit of the liquidity, but second of all, this has been proving ourselves here, like we are going to go back to the daily time frame, major resistance from the past here, just like of course as well the 44.8k is. So yeah, these are some very crucial levels to be looking out for right now. And of course, if we're going to go down towards these lower targets, I will make sure to, of course, accumulate my trade further in towards it. Because, yeah, my trading strategy is here to, of course, accumulate further in towards my trade once the market is going to become lower. And right now, the market is standing a little bit lower, so I'm, of course, accumulating further in towards my trade. But before getting further in towards the technical analysis, guys, why am I accumulating in towards a long trade position? First of all, I do expect, of course, that because of the daily and weekly time frame on Bitcoin, that the market is eventually going to be reversing back towards the upside. But besides that, I as well look, of course, to on-chain data, etc., etc. First thing to look at, of course, is not necessarily on-chain data, but this is just an index, the Fear and Greed Index. We can see it once again. We are in extreme fear stages. So, of course, we are in these stages of extreme fear, like, yeah, a few times a year. We don't see it quite often getting reached here. But of course, right now seeing, of course, the Fear and Greed Index touching the 22 here, 22nd on the index, it's pretty crazy because we have been not seeing this, of course, every single day here. And once again, we're coming down towards the extreme fear ranges. Of course, in the summer, we were in extreme fear, but that was as well because the market was standing particularly low here. So once again, because we're in extreme fear. We tend to see more people left and right going to say in the chat, or left or right on social media, or people that you maybe are seeing right now, family or whatsoever, they are going to say, oh, Bitcoin is probably going down to 20k again, Bitcoin is probably going down to 30k again, because that is how it works in the fear and greed index. People are afraid, so they're going to be expressing their emotions towards the chart, and they're going to be expressing their emotions towards trades here. And because they are expressing their emotions towards trades, we can see that the funding rates are as well massively negative across the border. We can see left and right that all the funding rates are in the green. Almost everything is in the green. What basically means here is that all these altcoins, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum, are trading more short. So of course, once the funding rates are positive, it means that there is more quantity trading it towards the upside. But once the funding rates are negative, it means that there is more quantity to trading towards the downside. And that basically means here is that you're going to get paid to be in a long position, and that you have to be paying your position to be in your short position. So is it right now smart to be paying in your short position with, of course, an increasing risk while there's extreme fear in the market? I don't think so. So that's the reason why I'm, of course, not shorting, because I don't like to be paying for my position, of course. So I would love to see, of course, okay, I will be loving to see, of course, how it's going to be unfolding from this point, of course. Because, yeah, I do know, and I learned it from the past year, is that always once the confidence is lower, and basically the confidence / funding rates, they basically are a little bit in play with each other, because if the funding rates are negative, it usually shows us that the market sentiment is as well negative. And that is also as well a thing that we can see right now here, is that the fear and greed index is an extreme fear. What basically once again shows us the market sentiment is, of course, that people are extremely in fear right now. And that is, of course, getting myself particularly bullish. Of course, we can see price once again dropping and funding rates again going very negative. Of course, there has been as well a little bit of an outflow of open interest. So more and more open interest has been going out of the market, as well, showing signs of fear. But what we do know as well, the reason why I'm right now extremely bullish, and the reason why I'm building up a swing trade position on Bybit right now, is because I want to be preparing myself here for the coming months ahead of ourselves. Because in the coming months ahead of ourselves, in December, there's a taxation. So companies, big companies, whales are standing up here. And of course, on the 1st of January, they have to be paying their taxes on the price of Bitcoin on the 1st of January. And of course, if Bitcoin is standing lower on the 1st of January, they basically pay less taxes. So for whales and big players and smart investors, it makes a lot of sense to be, of course, pushing down the price towards the end of the year. And of course, as soon as it's done, I personally think there's going to be a lot of sell pressure that got released in the market on December 2021 here, and that will be most likely result in January 2022 to be an extremely bullish month here. So I'm personally extremely ready for that month ahead of ourselves. So let me see where the chat is right now saying here, the volume is very low. That is truly correct, because yeah, there's not a lot of institutional / whale buying going on right now. Because why should you be buying? Well, you have to be paying taxes over it in 2 days, so that is not very smart to do so. Let me see. Let's see. Of course. Let's pump feedback. Yeah, we could for sure do so. But indeed, Bitcoin, of course, right now trading on 46.8k, almost going towards the lower sides of the range, of course, like you can see over here. The lows of the range we're trading on the 45.9k here with the 4 hourly candles. So, of course, if we're going to close a 4 hourly candle lower than the low over here, it's going to be looking, of course, a little bit more bearish, and we could be potentially, of course, expect a further continuation down here. But, of course, it does look a little bit similar like last time around, right? So, in September, it does look like similar accumulation ranges. I mean, if you just compare these towards each other, like, let me real quickly copy this one here. Let me real quickly copy this one over here. So, I mean, what is pretty similar about this one is like, if I make it a little bit bigger here, I think that should do so. So I make it as well a little bit bigger like this. So, you know what's pretty similar? Of course, every single correction has its unique things here, right? So every single correction is unique. What is similar between these corrections from September and right now here is that, like, the bigger scale market, of course, we were in downtrend. The downtrend already got started, so we are in the downtrend right now. And then we form a high, lower high, because yeah, inevitably we still formed a lower high over here. We were not extremely bullish yet. So we formed a lower high over here. And this lower high was getting formed here, and then the market of course finds an equal bottom again here, like we have been doing already for several times before. So if we're going to be once again form this lower high, like you can see here, left high, lower high, then we form this equal bottom, and then we form this double bottom over here, and then we started to be moving up again. So let's see if we're going to get similar structures. It will be very likely to assume if we're going to get similar market structure and similar market reversal structures like we got here in September, because that's exactly how the market in September, yeah, of course, shifted its trend here. It formed this lower high over here, then, it formed this high over here, then formed a lower high afterwards, we formed the high over here, lower high afterwards, then we came down, we formed a double bottom with a higher low was getting formed, then we started to be creating an uptrend, and then we shoot up through the range high, like you can see over here. This was the range high breakthrough, and this was of course with a very significant amount of volume coming towards the market. So yeah, this is of course a very, very interesting reversal structure we've been looking at in September. And of course, this reversal structure basically enables a lot of fear to still remain in the market, because like you can see over here, the fear remained in the market because we were forming a lower high, and we were forming, of course, lower lows / equal lows, of course. But like you can see here on the last low, we formed this higher low, and we pumped up very quickly, of course, towards the higher ranges. But these are very similar reversal structures, because what we basically have seen over here is that the fear remained in the market. And of course, if we're going to be looking back towards the fear and greed index, let's say on the 28th of the September, like you can see here, the 28th of September, we were trading 20 on the index. The lowest of we were trading at the lowest of the fear and greed index. Well, that was the best moment to be buying. So, well, the fear and greed index was on its lowest. So, well, 90%, not 90% of the people, but while the majority of the people were standing off and saying we're going to go down to 20k here, that was your best accumulation range over here, because from that point, we were, of course, shooting up in a very rapid pace here. But right now, we're doing just very, very similar structures again over the last time around here. We are in a massive drop-off. We already had the massive long liquidation, of course. After the long liquidation event, we form a high, lower high, equal lows / lower lows here, and then we form a massive market reversal. So I mean, I'm very comfortable, and I mean, even though you could be approaching it even completely different here, and you could be approaching it on the 12-hour time frame, and you could be approaching it like, okay, we're going to be forming a major W structure, and this major W structure is going to be breaking out, and we could be seeing, of course, a massive reversal. But of course, that will be only playing out if we're going to be then see a bottom getting formed over here, and if we're going to see an increase in from this point getting started, of course. So yeah, these are very interesting times here. But indeed, you're buying at the very lows of the range here. And of course, how I basically approach this whole zone that we're right now trading on is like, let me remove all the drawings. So how I approach this zone here is right now we're trading between a range high and range low. So range high versus range low. And what is the good accumulation? You like to be buying on the lower sides here, and you like to distributing on the highs. And of course, a big market movement is going to get started as soon as we either break the top side here, or as soon as we either break the lower side, and that's when your stop losses are getting hit here. But of course, the risk against the reward by accumulating on the lower side of the range is extremely high. Low risk, high reward, and that is of course a setup that I like to use, of course. So that is my opinion on how I approach this kind of trend trading right now, because yeah, we are basically in a reaccumulation phase where we should be benefiting from on how the market is moving, because the market is moving in a pretty predictable way right now. But as well, going further in towards details here about the market is the Bitcoin daily chart. So Bitcoin daily chart right now has been forming a very significant upward sloping support line, like you can see over here. We formed this very significant trend up here, like you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points, very significant trend line we have been looking at. And of course, if you're buying, let's say I'm accumulating today Bitcoins, I'm accumulating Bitcoins on a trend line that has been providing very strong bounces for already 150 days here. So, I mean, I will be pretty comfortable with accumulating around this range here, because I do trust in this level of support, because it already showed us a lot of significance. So I do look forward towards what we're going to be seeing from up this point here, and hopefully this is going to be leading towards a very strong bounce here. If we're going to see a very strong bounce from this range here, like you can see on the daily time frame, we're still going to be forming a higher low inevitably, like you can see over here, a higher low getting formed here, and this could be leading towards a continuation up here. If we're forming this continuation up, we're going to be looking, of course, for the range high of resistance, and then we're going to be looking for some kind of a W structure, and we're going to see a reversal structure towards the upside getting formed from up this point here. So that's, of course, a thing I do look very much forward towards today here. So Let's see how this is going to be playing out, of course. But for sure, there's going to be things that you should be starting to be benefiting from. Of course, as well, already the big, huge downtrend got broken. And that is, of course, having as well positive edge here. Even though, of course, we could be still look at this critical downtrend over here getting formed from, of course, the range high over here. Let me draw it correctly. From the range high over here to the range low here. So down some trend line getting formed there. This trend line could be, of course, still spell some trouble in the market. So yeah, I do look forward towards how this is going to be playing out here from the market. Let's see what the chat is saying right now here, because I'm very curious, guys, about what you guys currently think of the market here. What do you guys currently think that's going to be playing out? And do you agree a little bit about how I approach the market right now here in terms of how I approach my accumulation and how I approach my strategy here, of course? Let me know in the chat here, because, of course, what I've tried to do here today, and, of course, what I try to do here on the channel is just approach my, explain my strategy on how I like to be, of course, accumulating my cryptos in downtrends. And, of course, this is how I like to accumulate cryptos in downtrends. And, of course, if we are going to break down, I will be definitely not stop with accumulating. So guys, let me know if there are some very interesting charts that we can still look at, and we're going to discuss a little bit further on it towards it. So January the 4th, will we see we will see what happens. I mean, let's see what is going to be happening on the January the 4th. So you're saying price keep pushing down here, kept pushing down. It was exhausting for me to watch the price go down for a continued period of time with no slowing down here. I mean, inevitably, these corrections are very good. The reason why I say these corrections are very good is because, like, there are right now a lot of people that were saying we're going down to 20K, you know? And those people that said, oh, we're going down to 20K have been distributing. Can you see this whole rally towards the downside? Those people has been distributing on those downtrends. Those people have been selling off here. While right now those weekends have been selling off because they think they were too much in fear, of course. So that's the reason why weekends sell off here. Is that the positive side out of it is that, of course, weekends got shaken out of the market, and that is going to be resulting in a market that could be, of course, increase its trend towards the upside for a longer sustainable time here, because the average buy price, the average sell price is going to become higher, what basically means the floor of Bitcoin as well will become higher. So let me see what we're going to do here. How can you add more to your position on Bybit? Can you show? It's very easy. You go to Bybit here, you go to limit order, and you set the price that you want to be, of course, add more towards your trade here. And then you're going to be, of course, put in the quantity that you want to be adding here. And then you could be literally add towards your trade. And, of course, I should always monitor your all your prices, of course. Watch out for tomorrow. China literally ban crypto exchanges for their users tomorrow. Let's see what's going to happen, of course, but we already know that China fought here. I mean, China banned Bitcoin already so many times here that I'm not even afraid for them banning the Bitcoin for the 16th time, of course. So I look forward to watch it. I did like it though. It really makes you realize how powerful and big and big the market is to make such big moves. Indeed. Why will it still impact the market? Cameron Jones, the China ban, the only people that will be getting influenced by China banning crypto are usually the retailers that are sucked up with their emotions into crypto. So, no, inevitably it will be not having a bearish effect on Bitcoin, because fundamentally Bitcoin will be staying as strong here. But the only difference between it is that if China is going to be banning Bitcoin for the 20th time here, is that more weekends will be getting washed out of the market. That's how it works. And of course, we do know that China tends to be banning Bitcoin in downtrends, because China likes to be banning Bitcoin in downtrends, of course. I can't change my stop loss after my order was filled, right? No, you can. Yella, you can always change your stop loss here, whatever you want. Does your liquidation price change if you add towards your position? Yes. It's basically very simple. Let me quickly explain how it works with pyramid trading. So, let's say I open a trade on $45,000 US. Let's say it like that, $45,000 US. I have a liquidation price on, let's say, I have a liquidation price on $35,000 US. My liquidation price is on $35,000 US. Let's say it like that here. And of course, let's say this is $35,000 US. And then, of course, if you're going to be adding towards your trade on $40,000 US, you're basically entering on the middle of the range here. And if you're going to do so, your average entry price will be as well getting halfway dragged down here. So yeah, your average entry price will be getting dragged down if you add more to your position. Of course, depending on how much quantity you add here. If let's say your trade is 100k quantity and you add another 100k, it's going to get dragged down with 50%. If you add 200% quantity, it's going to drag it down with 75%. So it's a very easy calculation you can be making here. But yeah, indeed, you will be dragged down your entry price here, and that's of course the loveliest part about how it works here. VBIT is crazy. Someone has a price target, guys. Is VBIT once again moving, guys? Let me quickly check up on the chart here. I have not checked it up here today here, but of course everyone keep talking about VBIT, about how it is crazily performing today, and I mean not only today, like in the past days here, because yeah, I mean VBIT has been absolutely inevitably kept moving up and up and up, and like it has some crazy movements that it has been generating. And I mean, hodlers are getting rewarded here, because I've bought it on 80 cents on the stream here, and since then of course I made already 170% profit in a matter of 7 days. So that's a pretty crazy profit we made altogether. I mean, I can't wait to see how it's going to be performing like in the coming days ahead of ourselves, because yeah, VBIT has been just seeing some crazy moves here. And look at this crazy wick here again. 20% wick towards the upside. It was trading on $2.35 already over there, but right now we're already creeping up towards that range as well. So yeah, VBIT is definitely looking pretty exciting here. It's just in a very strong rally towards the upside, and it doesn't look to be stopping anytime soon here. So yeah, I'm just going to keep hodling the token, and of course take it. I tried to change my stop loss one time, and my order was automatically sold. What did I wrong? I don't know. That's maybe a glitch or so. I mean, that couldn't be possible, because your stop loss has nothing to do. Maybe you pressed the wrong button, Yella. Because if you just change up your stop loss here, it's not going to get you out of your position. It's not going to get out of your. Maybe you maybe think so, but you pressed the wrong button here. Is a partial profit taking possible on Bybit? Yes. You go to market rate on the bottom left right here. You can see it here on my face here. So excuse me. Here so you can press market, and you can, let's say I want to be closing this trade right now for 100%. Or 50 or 70 or 25 or 10%, or just like I want to be closing it with with only one quantity. I can choose whatever I want to be closing on Bybit. So yeah, you have definitely a lot of freedom to, let's say, partially go out of your position every single time on Bybit. So if you do want to be trading on Bybit, guys, make sure to check out the link in the description here. Bybit is currently as well still offering, guys, a $4,100 deposit bonus till the 2nd of January. So this deposit bonus will be ending anytime soon here. And for everyone who's wondering as well here, late today I will be uploading a tutorial on how to be buying Casta through Bybit as well here, because Casta will be getting listed here on Bybit with a starting price of 4 cents here, and this is going to be the cheapest Casta you can ever buy here. It's just like similar to VBIT. VBIT, of course, was trading here on 3 cents on the launch, and with Casta as well, you could be buying the initial offering, the initial exchange offering. And of course, if you like did it with VBIT, you made, of course, approximately 70x here. You made 70 times your initial investment, and with Bybit you could do the same here for Casta. So if you still are interested in Casta, in the Launchpad here, make sure to go to the link in the description here, because there you can be signing up your account here on Bybit, and you will be getting this $4,000 deposit bonus till the 2nd of January, what is going to be extremely valuable. So make sure to already set up your account completely. But you will be able as well to participate in the Launchpad, what is going to get started in 5 days from now on. So I should suggest to already set up your account here. So I look forward towards it. And does the funding fees ever go negative on Bybit? I always see positive. I mean, that basically means that there are more long traders on Bybit than shorters. That's basically what it means here. But no, I've seen it several times being negative here. We can as well see it back here. If I quickly go over this chart. Oh wait, there's no this one. Yeah, you can see over here the blue line. I don't know if you see it very correctly. I can disable the other ones here. But yeah, it does go negative sometimes, but not very frequently. Like this is the Bybit funding rates here. Here it was negative. Here it was negative in December 2000. I mean, this is of course on the 4-hour chart. It has been going negative for quite a while, quite a few times here. Like on the 5th of December, it was like minus 0.03% here. So yeah, it goes negative sometimes here, but not a lot here. And of course, right now it's below the 1% here, so that's already pretty decently then. Like you can see here on the On the last few hours, it has been going a little bit lower. So, yeah, let's see what we're going to have here. It's right now 0.072% here. And, of course, we want to be even see it to go a little bit lower on Bybit here because that will be amazing. But it does mean that there are a lot of long traders on Bybit, basically. That's what it reflects here. Only 25 million for pre-sale, so that's only 21k buys. I mean, Amir, it really depends on, like, how much people are going to be participating. Let's say they're going to be 25 million participants, what I don't expect, of course. Everyone can only buy one coin. So it depends on how much participants are going to be. So, yeah, let's see what we're going to get for this one. My price target is 39.5k. Let's see what we're going to reach here. I'm very curious about what we can reach here today. Let me see. And guys, by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so right now. I will be quickly set another daily target here. I will be quickly set another daily target, guys. If we can reach today the 74.8k subscribers, I will be giving away another $100. So, guys, if you want to be checking that out, make sure to smash it up here. Do you have to buy BitDAO tokens to get the pre-sale? Yes, guys. So that's also very important to know here. If you get to 3 or more, and of course, guys, later today, I will be uploading. A special video about how it exactly works here. Because, yeah, guys, it is all very important to, first of all, you must complete KYC level 1 verification. And second of all, you have to have a daily average bit balance over 5 days here. So what is going to be very important is that you already have BitDAO in your account here. And, of course, like you can see here, due to the high volume of the asset calculation, there might be a delay in your average BitDAO. But you have to have it in your spot account. Oh, it doesn't matter. Spot account, Bybit account, or derivatives account. But it goes about how much BitDAO you have in your account. That is going to be your amount of Casta you could be buying here. And of course, token allocation is going to be 9.5k maximum. So please do know here that if you want to be getting in towards the Casta launch here, guys, you already have to set up your account on Bybit and you have to hodl the BitDAO tokens in your account, because with the BitDAO tokens, you can be buying in towards the Casta allocation. And of course, if you go to the Bybit site yourself, you could be relaxedly read through it. But of course, guys, if you want to be finding out about it in a video, just make sure to subscribe to the channel, because later today I will be dropping out a perfect video about it on how it exactly works here. So by the way, we opened a new 1 hour candle here. I was not even aware. So that's of course a pretty decent 1 hourly candle open we're currently getting here. Let's see how it's going to be further on develop here. Because yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. But what the most important part is right now of all of it, because I still see some questions, I will be dropping a video later today about it, that is that you already have BitDAO in your account. So if you set up your account right now, what is the smartest thing to do is already accumulate a little bit of BitDAO tokens, and of course hodling them in your account for the coming 5 days here, because in 5 days they are going to get launched, and then you can be buying your allocation with it. So okay, let's go over it. I will be predicting Rover has 1 million subscribers by the end of January. No, I don't think so. That's funny. That's funny. I don't know, Dusk. I don't know, guys. We can talk about some coins here for sure. How can you buy BitDAO? And for the KYC, BitDAO, you can be buying them on Bybit. But for USA, I don't know exactly. For USA, I think you should do it differently. For USA, it's going to be very hard because, yeah, Bybit is not available in USA. So, for like, if you want to be getting as soon as possible in towards Casta from the USA, I should just look at the DEXs, like Uniswap, where it is going to get listed on. So, let's see. No, I don't. So, what was I about to check up here? Let me see. So, Bitcoin coming back a little bit here. Bitcoin is coming back a little bit up again. It's coming back a little bit up here, so that's pretty cool to see. So let's see what the chat is right now saying here. Guys, do remember, I will be doing another giveaway as soon as we're reaching 74.8k subscribers today. Vechain, please. Let's go a little bit of a Vechain indeed. So Vechain once again coming down a little bit here. Pretty unfortunate again, of course, since it got rejected by the range high again. So it's coming down a little bit here, and it's almost coming back towards our accumulation zone here. It's still performing better than Bitcoin is here. Like you can see here, upward sloping support line getting formed here. And of course, Bitcoin is already trading on its lows here. Well, Vechain is trading still a little bit higher and still forming this higher low structure. So the structure is still looking good here. Major accumulation for me on the green line here. The green line is my best range of accumulation. So let's see what we're going to see. Well, let's see what we're going to do, of course, for Vechain today here. I'm very much looking forward towards what we're going to get from this point here. But personally, I do not think it's a bad buy at all over here right now. I do not think so. I do not think it's a bad buy right now. But yeah, indeed, if it's going to come down towards the green line, it's going to be even a better accumulation range. If we're going to look towards lower time frames, of course, it's getting pretty oversold here on all different momentum indicators. So that's also pretty interesting to see right now here. Of course, we got rejected by the highs here. And of course, we could have been as well approaches like downward slope resistance line, right now flipping into support again. So yeah, that's as well looking particularly interesting right here. Oh, my sound. Sometimes my sound is standing very loud, and then I hear a super chat coming in, and like my ears are blowing off here. So yeah, like you can see right now on Vechain, this looks like a very strong accumulation range here. Previous resistance. Right now flipping into support. So that's a very strong bounce that we did got over there. Very solid 4-hourly candle bounce back towards those highs here. So yeah, I'm extremely bullish about Vechain, but I'm bullish about Vechain because of the fundamentals. And of course, the fundamentals will be reflecting itself in the price action eventually. So I look forward towards it. So Problem Yori is saying, can you please check win? Okay, please check win. I will be going off win. Of course, I've been checking it already several times here, but of course, the token has been in a very significant downtrend on the bigger scale, of course. So, I mean, on the daily time frame right now, we're forming higher low after higher low after higher low, with higher highs as well getting formed. But still, it's a particularly big significant correction we got on this market. As well, we broke some very critical upper sloping support lines, like you can see over here. This is right now providing resistance. So, is this looking strong? In my opinion, this is looking a little bit more bearish here on this token, because like you can clearly see here, previous support flip. Oh man, come on, please don't spam in the chat, because if you're spamming in the chat, you will be getting blocked here. So upward sloping support line getting formed there, providing resistance afterwards, and yeah, you can see right away it came down very significantly from that point here. So pretty interesting to see how it is currently performing like. But yeah, indeed, this is of course a pretty big warning signal to get here from the market here. Do you get paid for shilling Vechain? No, I don't at all. Dominic, I don't get paid for anything here, but no, I don't get paid for shilling Vechain. Vechain is a project. I mean, to be honest, I wish I was getting paid to shill Vechain. I mean, this token is number 33 here. I don't think that they do need any covering from people, you know, because they're already so big here. They have a 5.4 billion market capitalization, but I like to be, I mean, I'm hugely invested in Vechain myself. Why? Question mark. Is because I believe in the fundamentals, and I believe in supply chain blockchains bringing, yeah, blockchain use case towards real world. I don't even think that Vechain is investing their tokens. Let me quickly see. I don't think that Vechain is even investing their tokens in towards marketing. I don't even think that they're doing so. So, no, I win. I wish I was getting like sponsored or whatsoever by Vechain, but maybe one day it will be happening. But so far, no, I'm extremely bullish about the project myself here, because I think like the thing they're working on is just going to be so successful. And I mean, I like to just like invest in the future, even though it's going to be a bear market, Vechain will still have a use case, because yeah, Vechain will be always getting used because it's a supply chain blockchain. So I mean, I wish, bro, I was getting paid by this token, but unfortunately it isn't. I wish, but otherwise I don't shield stuff here. So let me quickly check up here if we are seeing some interesting things here. Yeah, we are. So let me see. Vechain is fire. What's he on about? I don't know. VPET is the new badass coin. I mean, a lot of people are very bullish about VPET in the chat the whole time here, of course. I mean, yeah, VPET has been performing outstandingly. And, of course, I think a lot of people made massive profits with it because they've been accumulating the lower ranges here. So, yeah, I do love it. Bitcoin is a 12-year bull market, Crypto Rover. And even Chris is tuning in while we were just talking about VPAT here. So, Chris, thank you for tuning in towards the amazing stream again. But indeed, we have been talking already, like every single day, we're talking about VPAT and about literally the revolution it's currently making here. But I mean, so many people are talking about it in the chat. It's crazy. Everyone wants me to talk about VPAT the whole day. And of course, I do like it as well. So, yeah. Crazy rally, $2.15 currently. It's absolutely mind-blowing, of course. As well, guys, look at the total, not total locked value, but the value staked currently. 42 million, if I say it correctly. Let me correctly read this. Yeah, 42 million US dollars in VPAD tokens got staked. That's crazy. If I say it correctly, this is more than 50% of the circulating supply that's currently getting staked here, because we've got 19.6 million VPAD getting staked currently. And if I say it correctly, please, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong here. This is more than 50% of the total circulating supply that's currently getting staked there. And guys, you do know the more supply you're going to stake here, the more access you can get towards these tokens here. But second of all, it will be as well get a lot of the sell pressure out of the market. So that's the reason I think as well we can easily see a way further climb up towards, let's say, $5, and especially 2022, especially once Bitcoin is going to recover. Usually altcoins are going to perform better, and I mean, Bitcoin is coming down and VPAD is going up. Just imagine if Bitcoin is going to as well recover towards the upside, because it will be generate more hype for the project, and it will be more crazier. So, I mean, I'm ready for January, and of course, January is definitely a month we're right now waiting for, because January, in my opinion, is going to be huge because of the taxation that is then behind us, of course. So it's going to be absolutely crazy. Yes, sir, it's indeed more than 50% of the total supply that's currently in circulation is indeed getting staked, guys. That's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know if you already checked that out here. And of course, there are more than 13.4k unique stakers. And of course, like you can see, the average all-time high RSI is 36x. And that's, of course, with the projects you can get access towards if you stake your token. So the use case is just absolutely mind-blowing. The use case is absolutely mind-blowing. And that is, of course, what is getting myself extremely exciting here. So probably everyone already heard about VPAD. But if you haven't, I mean, you're definitely missing out about some very huge things here that are about to come up here. And just imagine, these were the first 8 days, if I say it correctly, right? So we are right now 7 days and 19 hours into the token launch. And I mean, we're just getting started, guys. We're just getting started. We've got a whole year ahead of ourselves, 2022. And it's going to be a huge one. It's going to be a big one. So it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, pump is incoming. And guys, yeah, we will be keep you guys up to date with the price section as well about it. Because yeah, the loveliest part about this is that we as a community bought in towards it here at 80 cents here live on the stream. We bought the dip here, and since then we've been up here as a community 176% here. So massive gains has been made as a community in general. Okay, please take a look at Ethereum. So let me go over Ethereum right now. Let me discuss a little bit of Ethereum, of course. So Ethereum has been trading in a very significant pattern right now. How I'm going to be approaching Ethereum here is on the daily time frame, is of course this falling wedge structure. Of course, if you don't know already, a falling wedge structure is a typical bullish bias reversal pattern. And of course, I like to trade bullish bias reversal patterns, because if you're going to trade a reversal pattern, you're going to make the most amount of profit. Because if you're buying in towards an uptrend, let's say we are in an uptrend and you're buying the dip every single time in an uptrend, you of course are doing a pretty good job here, but you're not making those big gains here if you're buying in towards a trend reversal on the lows, because that is where the big gains are made here, especially with trading positions, because right now the funding rates are all negative. What basically means here is a good time for accumulating swing trade positions as well. So it's looking very good. And Lewis, I'm going to go over Gala in a second here. So, yeah, Ethereum is looking very strong right now with this major reverse pattern it's currently creating here. It's trading on the lower side of support, so you're as well buying at one of the lowest risk zones. So that is as well looking particularly interesting. Of course, we do have as well some horizontal ranges of support here below us, like you can see over here. Previous resistance over here. Right now flipping into support. So, yeah, this does look like a very strong accumulation range in my opinion, where you could start to accumulate your Ethereums on. And it's, of course, not only your Ethereums in terms of spot, but of course how I'm currently approaching this is as well that it is a very good accumulation zone for, of course, my leverage trades here, because I'm pulling up, of course, leverage trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course with my private account even as well some other cryptos like Algorand here. So I do look forward towards what we're going to see here in the coming days ahead of ourselves. But personally, yeah, this is a major opportunity we currently can see here on Ethereum. And of course, this is of course a pretty low risk buy we're currently seeing. Of course, on the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation, we're trading as well on our accumulation range here, previous resistance on the highs, right now flipping into support. So this as well does look like a particular strong range here of accumulation where we could be starting to be buy some more tokens at here. So that's as well a thing that I do look forward towards. Bitcoin option expiry today. No, the Bitcoin option expiration is going to be tomorrow, guys. So please as well take in consideration tomorrow is the Bitcoin option expiration date. Usually we tend to see the bottom getting found here before the option expiration date here. So maybe today the bottom is already in for Bitcoin. So yeah, of course, as soon as the options are expired and as soon as we're going to go into our 2022, I do think it will be relieving a lot of this sell pressure we're currently having in the market. What is going to be leaning towards more bullishness in the whole month ahead of ourselves. So it's indeed very crazy. It's indeed very crazy what we currently can see. But Ethereum is definitely in very strong accumulation ranges. Like you can see as well over here. Yeah, we came down pretty heavily. Right now, of course, I can clearly see we're still forming lower lows on the market. But of course, with identifying the trend currently on the 1 hour candles, we can see that with the Rover trends indicator, we're creating several bullish divergences on this market. But still, market is coming down a little bit further. So let's see how it's going to be playing out from up this point. On the 1 hour candles, I will be taking my eyes wide open. On this downward sloping trend line over here, you can clearly see here downward slope resistance line getting formed there, and this of course currently resulting in of course more continuation towards the downside getting formed, but it looks to be that we're maybe forming some kind of an ascending broadening wedge here, and of course this ascending broadening wedge could be reversing towards the upside because yeah, it's a typical bullish bias reversal pattern as well. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Of course, in order to see this pattern breaking out, we have to be seeing the top side getting broken because yeah, that's going to lead towards continuation towards the upside getting generated. So it's going to be pretty important to see and witness about how we're going to perform from up this point here. But as well, Gala, let's see what we're having with Gala currently. Gala, of course, currently is trading on 46 cents here. There was, of course, a request from Lewis, and Lewis is right now looking to Gala. I think Gala is a good project in terms of long-term investment. I don't see Gala as a short-term investment if you're investing in the project. I think it's a very good gaming project, but will be probably still around in like, yeah, a few years from now on, and it is, of course, the reason why I like to be investing in these projects. Of course, a lot of big investors are coming to Gala. Of course, a lot of new games that are going to be dropping here because, like you can see here, they're working together with the Walking Dead here to be developing a game together, of course, with implementing NFTs in towards it. What is absolutely mind-blowing. It's currently in development. And so, like you can see, they're building up more and more games here. So yeah, Gala is having a pretty big community, and Gala is being a very strong developer in the space here, and they are really bringing the games towards the blockchain, of course, with the NFT space combined with it. So pretty important support line, like you can see over here. Previous resistance, support over here, and once again providing support here on this 44 cents range here. Together with Gala providing resistance from the highs here, you can clearly see we're right now forming a downward sloping trend line getting formed from the highs. It looks to me that we're going to be forming some kind of a consolidation pattern here. This consolidation pattern is about to be breaking out through either direction, but usually a symmetrical triangle is a continuation pattern that comes, of course, since it came from an uptrend, it's right now consolidating. It's most likely as well going to create a continuation towards the upside. So that is as well a thing that I currently right now expect here, and that is as well a thing that I'm going to be approaching as well from this point. So I think that Gala is definitely not a bad accumulation ranges at all here. So let me see what we are going to be having. And it's indeed for the imminent short term, yeah, we could be already start to be breaking out. And of course, this breakout could be leading towards an approximately search of an, let me quickly check this up here, 68% here. So that's going to be pretty crazy. Bitcoin, question mark, Rover. What is going on? Tell me, app player. Tell me, app player. Let's see what we're going to be having here. So when market top, I mean, I think the market top, I think Bitcoin's market top is extremely hard to say, of course, and it's extremely hard to predict. But I mean, so far, yeah, we got the top here on the 11th of November, but it's not going to take any longer, in my opinion. So yeah, let's see what we're going to have here. Let's see what we're going to be seeing from this point here. Indeed. Let's say buy it market instead of, I want to pump it up. I mean, should I stake my Ethereum? That's a very good question by someone. Let me quickly, Ethereum staking rewards. I think you're getting like 8%. I get like 7%, I think, or 6%. I mean, where you should stake your Ethereum, I mean, where you should stake it is, of course, up to you here. But, like, I store my Ethereums on a ledger. And, like, 6 or 7 months ago, Ledger started to be, of course, approving staking your Ethereum through the Ledger app here. So you could very easily stake your Ethereum through the Ledger app. And by doing so, you can get up to 6 or 7% API. So you're getting 7 or 8% more Ethereum every single year by just doing nothing. Because you know what I'm going to do with my Ethereum? My Ethereum is a longer term investment. And let's say in 5 years from now on, I'm going to start maybe taking some profits on my Ethereum to buy a Lambo or whatsoever, to buy some good stuff, you know, because that's when life really is going to begin here in 5 years from now on, in my opinion. But why shouldn't I gain interest on my tokens? Why shouldn't I stake my Ethereums to get more Ethereums and to help the network? Because if I'm going to stake my tokens, I will be making the network more secure, of course, because by staking your tokens, you're providing value towards the network, and that's the reason why you're going to get paid for it. So staking is definitely very exciting here for Ethereum, because yeah, I mean, Ethereum is already a very long-term hold for me, so it makes no sense for me to not stake it. And of course, if we're going to go towards, let's say, the staking amounts, the amount of people that are currently staking their tokens more and more and more and more, we can clearly see it here. Let me go towards the Ethereum 2.0 sector. And let me quickly see total value stake. That's where I was looking for. So you can see currently that there are approximately 8.8 million tokens staked here, and you can see the trend. The trend is your friend till it ends. I mean, more and more people are going to stake because the network as well needs it, because the network needs more stakers, because we're going to go over to proof of stake and we're going to go away from proof of work. So yeah, staking your tokens is extremely valuable, and right now, of course, more and more platforms are allowing you to stake your Ethereum through maybe an exchange or through something else. It's definitely very exciting. Let me see. I mean, I think that staking Ethereum is definitely very valuable. I mean, for me, like maybe you have a different approach, like with your holdings, you know. But for me, it's very simple. I bought Ethereum, and I'm not planning to sell it in the coming 2 to 3 years. So why should I like not stake it? Because I'm already not planning to take profits. I don't care if it's going to trade on 20K, because I have a long-term vision about Ethereum. Good morning, Nicholas. You're saying, morning, Rover. The Bitcoin dominance is down over the past weeks. That now pumps up higher with the altcoins. Do you think it would be better to transfer to more altcoins into Q1 2022 here? So let me go over the BTC dominance. Real quickly. So yeah, indeed, Bitcoin dominance keeps continuously going down here. And right now, it's definitely do or die time for the Bitcoin dominance, because like you can see here, this line over here in front of your screen is an extremely important level of support and resistance. This has been a level that, if we're going to go back into time a little bit here, in 2018, provided very strong support, and this really was the kickstart of the movement towards the upside, like you can see, of course. The rest is history. But we have been as well trading below it, and we are right now forming an M pattern. So what an M pattern basically is here is an high getting formed, lower afterwards, and we're seeing 3 touch points on the lower side. And this has been my exact prediction. Go back towards my channel on the 19th of October, and my prediction was the Bitcoin dominance is going to get rejected by the trend line towards the downside while we were trading on the highs here. And I said we're going to go down towards the lower side of the 39.8% here. So far, prediction played out perfectly. And my prediction afterwards right now here is, if I'm going to look at the altcoin dominance, so the opposite chart here, is that we're going to be break towards the upside. So is it smart that you're going to be convert your tokens more in towards altcoins? I mean, for me, I can't give you any financial advice. Please do your own research, of course. I think that is definitely one of the most important things to do so right now here. But in my opinion, this is very strong levels of accumulation for altcoins, because you can see over here, we're forming a W structure, trading against the neckline. If we're going to break out, we're going to see levels around 67% here for the altcoin dominance. And of course, Bitcoin dominance will be most likely fall down towards 33% probably. So yeah, I do think that buying altcoins is definitely not too bad here right now, because yeah, we're getting the third retest of a low, and of course, the second retest isn't all too bad, but the third one shows just weakness of the level is coming towards us, together with lower highs getting formed. It shows us that Bitcoin is not strong enough against the altcoins, and it shows us that altcoins are most likely going to take more territory and back from us in the coming months ahead of ourselves. I do look forward towards it. So a lot of people are talking about Casta launching soon. How do you buy it? I'm going to be explaining everything, guys. I'm going to be explaining every single factor about it later today in a special video about how to be buying in towards the Launchpad. But guys, the first thing that you can already do here, if you want to be front-running the people, is set up your account on Bybit and of course have some BitDAO tokens on your Bybit account. That is the first step that you have to do. But of course later today I will be dropping out a special video with all the details on how to enter it, etc, etc. So make sure to smash up the like button for that, of course, because we're only 10 likes, by the way, away from the 200 likes, guys. So do not forget to smash the like button up right now here. It will be truly amazing. But of course, if you as well set up your account on Bybit right now, you're still getting a $4,100 deposit bonus, and that is going to be extremely valuable. Because, yeah, that's one is going to be disappearing on the 2nd of January. So make sure to be benefiting from it right now, so you're not going to be missing out on anything, of course. Make sure to do so right now. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting journey together on this one. So let me see what the chat is saying. Indeed. So yeah, Bitcoin not really moving all too significantly today. Not moving all too significantly so far. I mean, not today, so far. There's much money in crypto. It will only grow, not fail. They want your Bitcoin. I mean, whales have inevitably want your Bitcoin. That's their strategy, because they see it's becoming too big, so they try to shake you out and buy more Bitcoin. So yeah, strong hands will survive, guys. Strong hands will survive. So the strong hands always get rewarded in every single currency, in every single asset. The people that hold their assets for the longest period, and the people that are not falling for fear, are usually the strongest one. The volume is kicking up in the last minute. I mean, this is not extreme high volume, right? But indeed, we are starting to be moving up ever so slightly again. So that's pretty cool to see. That's pretty cool to see, of course. So let me quickly enable the volume chart as well. Let me go to this chart. Oh. Let me enable the volume for a second. Of course, volume's pretty low on the markets. So yeah, like you can see in the 1 hour candles over here, this is the Coinbase chart. We've seen volume spikes left and right here. So far, yeah, the volume on this 1 hour candle is already a little bit better. So yeah, I need the 1 minute candles. We did saw a minor volume spike here, like you can see over there. So yeah, I mean, volumes are still particularly low, but that's of course also a thing we expected here near the end of the year. And of course, always we do know once the volumes are dropping, like you can see over here, once volumes are dropping here for a sustainable period of time, we tend to be usually having a very big move imminent. So that's the thing that I do look forward towards as well. When will Rover Trends launch? You can already get your Rover Trends indicator if you go to the link description. If you apply right now, you will be getting access within 7 days. That is, of course, a promise that we make here. So make sure to sign up your account here in the link description. If you're not following the requirements, you will be not getting any access. So please do know you have to follow the requirements. I gotta go back studying. Good luck with the streaming, and thanks for another nice morning. Bram Foss, thank you for tuning in again. And of course, do remember, study is very important. So this is a very important thing you do so. At least they're not selling off. I mean, that's the positive part here, because with low volumes, they can sell off very big amounts here and have a lot of influence in the market, of course. I bought Bitcoin back in 2008, sold it at 65K. They're not getting my money back. I mean, Rob Zombie, that's an absolutely monster sell you made over there if you did bought it so early. so early. Very big OG, of course, in the market. I mean, I wish I was able or capable to at least buy Bitcoin like in 2011 or 2012 or 2013, you know. But no, I was not able to do so. Unfortunately. Every time they say Bitcoin will fall, it pumps. I mean, I'm not saying it's falling, to be honest. I do believe in the pump, and I respect the pump here. Indeed. So let's go over some coins. Let's quickly check up on Cardano. Cardano came down as well pretty significantly again. Cardano, of course, increased its value, but still got rejected by the trend line we've been looking at for a while. The trend range we've been looking at for a while provided once again another rejection on the market. Pretty unfortunate to see so. Pretty unfortunate to see so, and pretty unfortunate to, of course, get that rejection in towards the market over there. So yeah, what we can see right now, maybe on the lower time frames, is something differently. For early time frame, of course, as well, coming down here, losing a lot of momentum, going oversold on several time frames. That's of course pretty interesting to see. So besides that, yeah, Cardano came down as well very quickly from the highs. So in my opinion, Cardano will be looking more bullish. Yeah, as soon as Bitcoin is going to be flipping bullish, it's as simple as that here. Of course, Polkadot was looking very strong here, came down again. Polkadot against Bitcoin as well on accumulation zones, just like the US dollar valuation. Crypto.com, of course, long time no seen here. Has been as well bouncing back very strongly here. Look at this movement towards the upside. Approximately 40% move in 4 days here. I mean, that's a crazy ass move here, of course, with 20 cents towards the upside. So that was a pretty good move, to be honest, on the Crypto.com price section. I think Crypto.com has still way more steam in itself here to climb further on towards the upside, but that's just a matter of time till it's going to be playing out, of course. But yeah, so far looking pretty interesting, looking like it's coming down once again here. We're forming some bullish divergence on the 4 hourly candles. We're forming a lot of bullish divergence on the 1 hour candles right now, on the momentum shift here towards the downside. So this is most likely going to lead towards the continuation up again, because yeah, we can see on the RSI double bullish divergence, money flow divergence, and a starch RSI divergence. And probably if I'm going to as well enable the MACD identificator, yeah, we're seeing as well another double bullish divergence, because I as well enable the histogram divergence. We can see, yeah, double bullish divergence on the MACD getting formed. So in my opinion, this looks like a very solid buying opportunity right now here for Crypto.com, because the 1 hour candles are losing a lot of strength here in terms of sell pressure. It's regaining a lot of buy strength here on the 1 hour candles right now. So it's looking pretty strong here for the Crypto.com price action over here. You're not going to ask us to slap up the like button, guys. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to slap up that like button. Indeed, SAO, totally forgot, guys. But guys, if you haven't already, if you would like to help us to beat the YouTube algorithm, slap up that like button, guys. Slap it up. Would be truly amazing if you can slap up the like button right now here. Let's go for 300 likes. And of course, guys, if we can reach today's stream 74.8k subscribers, we're going to give away another $100 towards a lucky winner. So DJ Press Hand is saying, hey Rover, what are your thoughts on Maker? I mean, what are our thoughts on Maker? We have to check it out here. So Maker, of course, is creating some bullish divergence, but not on the immediate short term. So that's, of course, a little bit more bad, of course, in my opinion. So let me quickly zoom out here. This token has been lacking on the daily time frame. I mean, it has been lacking on the daily time frame because, like you can see here, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it basically has been forming this downward sloping trend here and this downward sloping momentum wave here for quite a while here. What we can see, of course, over here is that like this horizontal range providing very strong support, looking very good here. This is definitely your accumulation range here for this token. I do look forward towards how it's going to be playing out from up that point here. But in my opinion, this looks like a very strong accumulation range here. But still, I don't like the lower high trend over here because, yeah, it just shows you a lot of weakness in this chart here. So am I a huge fan of it right now? No, I don't will say so. I think it's looking a little bit more bearish here, to be honest, if we're going to just look at the bigger time frames. But yeah, indeed, yeah, it's coming down pretty significantly. And right now, you could start to be accumulating it, but of course, if we're looking to the bigger trend here, it has been trading on a downtrend, and of course, it's forming right now major bearish bias pattern here, and this bearish bias pattern that we're currently forming is, of course, this descending triangle on the larger scale, and that's, of course, the typical bearish bias pattern that tends to always break towards the downside. So, yeah, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm going to be extremely bullish on this right now, but yeah, indeed, if you do believe in the project, yeah, I should definitely do your research. But yeah, if you do believe in the project, yeah, it's going to be a very strong accumulation because this orange box is indeed accumulation zones. Let me see. Let me see what we're currently seeing here. So that's going to be pretty crazy important. Bitcoin is literally having no volume. Bitcoin is literally in the last 3 minutes or so, it has been standing still here. It has been doing nothing. That's always lovely to see here. Like, it has been doing nothing. Like you can see. It That's been very, very interesting, of course. Like, it has been going a little bit sideways. So, always funny to see, of course, Bitcoin going sideways for a second here. But, of course, it's even better to see the pumps towards the market. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. 46.9k right now. And it's moving up very, very solidly. Of course, on the 1 minute time frame, we're forming a bearish divergence on the MACD. So, no, just kidding. But 1 minute time frame, you should not really look at. It's not really an appropriate time frame to be based on your opinion of course. But of course, usually because once there's a lot of neutral price action, we tend to see, of course, nature volatility afterwards. So hopefully, we are going to see that today. Rover, buy some Bitcoin, then pump up the volume. I mean, yeah, we could be trying to pump up the volume for a second, but yeah, let's see what we're going to do. We got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up, indeed. We've definitely got to do so. I used Kraken before, but now Bybit through your link. That's absolutely amazing. Since September, I find it more user friendly. I mean, that's my point with Bybit as well. Could you do me a favor and check if I got an invite through Rover Trans? Nicholas, I will be checking it. I will be doing it afterwards after the stream here. But then yeah, I mean there will be a check tomorrow again. So of course, like they are doing like 100 applications a day or so, and we've got like already like 1,000 applications. So they have to as well everyone has to manually check like if they're already checked signed up through those links, you know. So we'll be checking it up here, but we'll be good. But I mean, my point with Bybit here is why I like it is because it's user friendly. I like the user friendly interface, and I like how it works here. It's very easy to use here as well. I am like, if I make profits with my trades here, I go to spot, and I of course buy some spot altcoins here, because I like to accumulate my altcoins as well through Bybit, because yeah, it's very easy to accumulate all these altcoins, and of course every single day they're introducing more and more tokens, and as well Casta is going to get here, so it's pretty crazy, of course. So a lot of altcoins over there, and it's very easy to use it. And of course you can buy it quoted in USD Tether, you could be buying quoted in Bitcoin or quoted in USDC. So yeah, they're implementing a lot of new stuff here every single day, and of course you can as well leverage trade a lot of tokens like you can see over here. So I mean, I do like the platform. I think it's a very friendly, user-friendly platform, and that's the point why I do like it and why I use it, of course. So it's just very user-friendly. And of course, yeah, you definitely, definitely it's up to you, of course, if you do think, or if you do like the platform, of course. I don't have to say to you, okay, I like the platform, so use it. No, for me, it as well started by like trading ambition, and then out of nowhere, yeah, like I started to like the platform, and then everything is going to roll, you know. So indeed, it has to be suiting your strategy, and it has to be suiting your like style of trading as well together. So yeah, I do look forward towards what we're going to get, of course, from that point. It's going to be pretty exciting, of course. It's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. That's the suture story. Dollar index. Yeah, let's check the dollar index. That's a good one. It's still trading. I mean, dollar index, not really moving. Dollar index has been not really moving, to be honest. It has been going pretty much sideways here for like the last 3 weeks here. Even longer, for the last 5 weeks almost. So, dollar index, not really special. Has it been doing anything cool? No, not necessarily. So, I mean, I look forward towards where it's heading towards, because if it's going to finally get this rejection from this red box here, and if the dollar index is finally going to find a top here and is going to come down, this will be really igniting the bull market, and it will be really lead towards a massive continuation in asset growth. So that's the thing I'm waiting for still. So not a lot of things have changed here yet so far in the dollar index. So yeah, we're going to keep our eyes straight, of course. Let me quickly check up on the US 500 here. Of course, we do know S&P 500 is once again trading at all-time highs here. We're climbing further on. And of course, just look back towards all those corrections that we got on the market. And just look back at how many people have been calling for the major Major market reversal on the stock market. The major black swan event. Oh, the stock market is going to zero is what they said. And of course, once again, we're trading at all-time highs. So yeah, that's how it works here with like these pandemic stuff here, with like these viruses, etc, etc. It's once again more fair towards yourself. It's more fair. I mean, it's not my strategy to be falling for the fear, so that's the reason why I'm not falling for it at all. So yeah, do your research about it for sure. It's definitely going to be exciting, guys. Yeah, in 20 minutes from now it's going to be 11 a.m. and we do know that like 11 a.m. is our typical pumpy time, so hopefully we're going to get some pumps on 11 a.m. here, so that would be truly amazing. But yeah, the stock market of course continuously keep climbing back up here, because yeah, the money printer goes brute, and that's the reason why stock markets are keep continuously growing and growing further on towards the upside. So Nicholas is indeed saying, I'm waiting for the 11 o'clock Rover pump. Indeed, for me as well. I mean, so far the recent days have been pretty boring, to be honest. I mean, this not been really boring, but I mean, in crypto, it has been a little bit more boring time here because we're trading on the same range the whole time. But I think, yeah, the exciting times are going to be returning anytime soon here. Someone is saying, we will be stuck between 45 and 48K till next year. I mean, that would be crazy if we're going to do so. That would be crazy. Biden is talking to Putin today about Ukraine situation. Could be bad. I mean, yeah, that could be very bad. But what we learned from, I mean, I don't like war, but what always happens after a war is exponential economic growth and exponential innovation. So let's see what's going to be happening. I don't like wars. I mean, especially as it's the middle of Europe. It's once again, Europe is going to be the battlefield. So, I mean, it's going to be very hectic, man. I mean, where the world is currently going towards, and I don't like the situation how it is currently unfolding. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pandemic, you want to say? I mean, bro, I don't know. Stellar Lumas will be having an 11 a.m. pump every single day. So Bitcoin moves up in a few dollars right now. Bitcoin moving up a few dollars, like you can see. Of course, still waiting for the market to basically go a little bit lower to get more extra entry in here. That will be, of course, really amazing to get that. Here it comes. Yeah, let's see. Supply chain blockchains and a possible war, and no one wants to talk about it. Everything is fine. That's the point. Mr. Crypto tuning in, absolutely legendary guy. So yeah, Bitcoin finally starts to be moving and curving up a little bit here. Of course, it's a $20 move, but yeah, of course, if we look at the last 20 to 30 minutes, I mean, the last 32 minutes, 33 minutes, we have been seeing a pretty epic move for literally $6. So this was a crazy time here. We've been watching towards the charts there. I mean, this has been not happening for a while, right? So like such a long sustainable period that we have been not seeing anything. So that's pretty crazy that we have been seeing that once again, and that we have been eligible to see this, of course. I mean, I feel very pleased that I've been able to see this. But indeed, Bitcoin is finally moving up here with, of course, a $20 move, and now a very significant one, of course. But yeah, of course, we are right now seeing Bitcoin once again approaching those higher ranges. What is going to be crucial for Bitcoin right now, and especially in towards next hour, is, of course, the breach of the down sloping trend line. That's the thing that I do look forward towards right now from this point. Yeah, you need to hold you hold your bid out tokens on Bybit, indeed. So for everyone who's interested in the Casta allocation, how it works is you sign up your account here on Bybit, you put in the KYC here on Bybit, and you hodl the BitDAO tokens. So sign up your account for the link description, because if you're buying your BitDAO tokens from my link description, you will be eligible to get a bonus up towards $4,100. And besides that, you have to hold your BitDAO tokens till the release is there, and then you're going to get your average allocation here. So, guys, this is going to be very important. You have to hodl your BitDAO tokens on your account, and of course, an explanation video more in depth about this project, how you can get buy-in towards it, etc., is going to come later today here on my channel. And I think you definitely should be checking that one out here, of course. So that token, of course, you have to be hodling it in order to buy in towards the allocation here. So going to be very important, of course. How do I claim the $4,100 bonus? I have to search up the link real quickly. Let me see where it is here. Reward here. So you go to more. So if you're your Bybit account, you go to more. You go to Rewards Hub. You press on this rewards hub, and if you press on it, you get to our page where you can collect all your bonuses that you are received here. So the $4,100 deposit bonus is only for the people that signed up in the period between, let's say, December and the 2nd of January, approximately between there. I don't know exactly how much December. And of course, otherwise it's probably $3,000, but you can claim it here in the reward hub. But of course, it's going to be, let's say it's a 4% deposit bonus. So if you deposit 100 euros, you get 4 euros. If you deposit 1,000 euros, you get 40 euros, up towards $3,500. So pretty crazy. James C is saying, look at the 1 minute time frame. We always see this calm before a major move tends to happen. I mean, I don't know necessarily. I mean, I would love to see a little bit more volatility towards this market here, of course. I would love to see it. I would most certainly love to see it, of course. A little bit more volatility towards to enter the market right now. How to buy V launch on Coinbase? I mean, it's not Coinbase, so you can't buy it over there. So that's how it works, basically. That's how it works. That's as simple as that, of course. It's not so hard. So yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, looking good. Indeed. Agreed. Good morning. Good morning, my man. If you don't hold BitDAO tokens in your account for at least 5 days, you can't participate. So that's why they keep talking about it. Yeah, indeed. That's the point. That's why, I mean, over 5 days. But that's, of course, like you can see over here, the average amount of BitDAO tokens in your spot account, Bybit account, from 12/13, so 31, so from tomorrow. So like it's your average BitDAO tokens from tomorrow till the 4th of January has to be bigger than 50, first of all. And that will be buying your allocation. That is what you're going to be able to be buying with your allocation. Well, Bitcoin is moving up again here, guys. So tomorrow it will be starting. So if you want to participate in this token launch here, you have to hold at least more than 50 BitDAO tokens. And of course, the more BitDAO tokens you have on your account, the bigger allocation you can buying. Of course, you can be buying. You will be getting rewarded. It's going to be very important. It's going to be very important here as well, the Snapchat formula. So tomorrow it's starting, the 12/31. Sorry, yeah, it started. Oh yeah, tomorrow it's going to start here. On the 31st of December it's going to get started. So please do take this in consideration. And that's also a reason why I will be release my tutorial video today, because otherwise it's going to be not any more valid. So do know this. It's going to be very important. If you don't have more than 50 BitDAO tokens tomorrow in your account, you're going to probably not get a high average price of BitDAO tokens over 5 days, of course. So yeah, that's very important to know here. And the cap is 9,500 Casta tokens per person. But of course, the more BitDAO you have on your account, the bigger chances that you're going to get the highest cap, of course, as allocation. So pretty important. No, you need way more. Of course, yeah, you do need way more BitDAO tokens if you want to be buying more Casta. Of course, it's a daily average amount. But if you have every single daily, if you like over 5 days, your daily, every single day you have 50 BitDAO tokens on your account, your average is going to be 50. That's how it works. But indeed, it's going to start at midnight, indeed. So what I should suggest is like you already have your BitDAO tokens on your account, right? So that's the easiest thing to do so. Because otherwise you're going to be having stress whatsoever. I'm contributing 1,000 BitDAO, lol. So yeah, I mean, just make sure you already have some BitDAO in your spot account, of course, you know. Otherwise you're going to get screwed. Otherwise it's going to get screwed, of course. So important to know here, very important to know. I mean, I've never really looked into towards that BitDAO token. I mean, I heard already a lot of people talking about it, but I've never really looked into towards it, to be very honest. I've never really looked into towards it, but of course I'm right now have as well some BitDAO tokens on my account to be, of course, participate in this this token launch, of course, because yeah, I want to be getting my my allocation as well here. So it's going to be pretty simple to use, of course. So yeah, it's yeah, that's how it works basically. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. So let me see. Chat. I mean, Bitcoin is indeed moving up a little bit here. It's only a few dollars, so nothing very interesting here. Bybit makes it too complicated. I mean, I will be making the tutorial video later today, so please do know that I will be explaining everything. It will start indeed on the 1st of January. No. Oh yeah, it will start on the 1st of January in the Netherlands. Yeah, indeed. It's that's true. I don't know if it's like 000. Is that already like the 31st, or is it already the 1st of January? And I have to search it up. I have to search it up. I have to search it up. Yeah, indeed. Oh, I closed my sites by accident. My trading view sites. So yeah, Bitcoin coming down a little bit here again. Nothing all too special. But guys, anyways, today this has been a very, very volatile day here. But right now, I will be wrapping up the stream here. But what I will be promising to you guys out there is that I will be back later today with another stream here as soon as we're going to see some more market volatility. Because yeah, right now, there's nothing really special happening. And of course, as soon as we do see a market breakthrough of either one of these ranges here, or if we're going to see something important, I will be jumping up live right away afterwards. But right now, we'll be trying to work out some other things I still have to do today. So guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching towards this amazing stream. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Of course, smash up the like button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, wait. Bitcoin is starting to be moving. Bitcoin is starting to be moving. I will be staying live here for a little bit longer. I will be staying live a little bit longer because Bitcoin is coming down here. I mean, I always promise, like, I will be staying live for market moves, but right now the market is moving, so I will be staying live, of course. So, yeah, market is once again moving a little bit towards the downside. Maybe we could be visiting still these lower ranges here. But I was about to go away, and then, of course, the market tends to, of course, start to move again because they're trying to be messing around with me, of course. So, indeed, we are seeing a little bit of market move once again getting enabled here. First one of, like, the last 30 minutes here. Because, yeah, we have been not seeing anything playing out here. Have a good day. Everyone is already saying having a good day. But, like, this is the first move since 40 minutes here. So, it's pretty crazy. Bitcoin has been doing nothing for that whole period. So, I'm back again, guys. Nothing to worry about here. Nothing to worry about. So, pretty crazy. Told you all. Indeed, funny. Yeah, stay alive until the daily close. Yeah, guys, I'm still really want to be doing it. I really thought I was able to pull this off here in December. Like, a very long stream here. Like, 12-hour stream. But unfortunately, I've been not able to do so yet. So let's see what we're going to have here. Indeed. Rover and Bitcoin are always moving together. I mean, yeah, we're moving together in the same way. I think he reads the market. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Bear flag. I mean, a bear flag is different. This is not a bear flag. This is just a parallel channel towards the downside. It's a trend continuation. A bear flag is a different flag how you create them. Bear flags are getting created after a move up. Then you're bear flags are differently creating. Bear flags are created from a move down, and then we're creating a flag towards the upside. So an uptrend towards the upside like this. So that's how you create bear flags. But that's not a bear flag, of course, that we're currently creating. So yeah, let's see what we're going to do. Bitcoin became a stablecoin. Yeah, it looks like it. Why does it take so long for Femex to take withdrawals? I mean, Femex only does like 3 times a day a withdrawal, and that's just normal. Crypto Rover, will there be a giveaway? Yes, there will be a giveaway. If we reach today 74.8k subscribers, then we're going to do a giveaway. But why does it take so long? Because they only do 3 times a day. So it's not just give it 8 hours. I think every 8 hours they do it. So just give it a little bit of time, my man. Here it will come towards you eventually. So that's good. That is very good. It will come eventually to you. Thoughts on investing in miners opposite to crypto? I mean, opposed to crypto. I mean, yeah, you could be investing in mining. I mean, I'm not doing it, investing in mining companies or investing in. I mean, you could be buying stock of mining companies. That's indeed also a way of investing in miners. But I mean, I'm not really interested in it right now because I do think like Ethereum is as well removing their proof of work to go over proof of stake, removing a lot of the strength of the. I think there's the hash rate of Bitcoin will be spiking in like the summer 2022 because of a lot of the hash rate that Ethereum is currently creating. The network security from Ethereum is going to go towards Bitcoin most likely because they're going to use that to mine bitcoins. So yeah, I do look forward towards what we're going to get from that point. I do look forward. FOMO the subscribe button. Indeed, guys. FOMO, smash up the subscribe button. Rub the Rover. That's the way you have more energy for the afternoon stream. I mean, yeah. As soon as we are going to see a market move today, I will be for sure do so. So I will be able to buy Casta tokens with BitDAO on the Launchpad, or do I need an additional crypto? No, you only need BitDAO, because with BitDAO you buy Casta tokens. That's true. That's indeed true. That's how you prepare your account, basically. So yeah, that's correctly. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out. Of course, let's see how it's going to play out. Tomorrow it's already the last day of the year, guys. And Bitcoin coming down a little bit further here, guys. I would love to see Bitcoin coming down towards, let's see, 44.1k. Because that will be allowing me to get a very good entry in here, guys. That will be allow me to get a very good entry in. Because yeah, I'm still looking to accumulate further on towards my trade here. Bitcoin and Ethereum are using different algorithms. Yeah, but they're using basically the same technology. But of course, they're not exactly the same, of course. But Ethereum will be removing their proof of work in summer 2022, removing all the of course the graphic cards that are needed for it. So that will be giving a lot of graphic cards available in the market. What could be used, of course, for different mining, for different coins of different use cases, of course. If Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin, will it lead the market instead of Bitcoin? Most likely yes, because if it's the leading currency, it will be lead the market. Because yeah, leading currency does lead the market, of course. So then, usually, if you, let's say, get a very big update for Ethereum, you can very easily foresee when big market moves are going to come here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's very hard to say if, let's say, Ethereum is going to next year overtake Bitcoin. I think it's going to come closer next year, but of course, Bitcoin is going to be for sure like the asset to still watch here, in my opinion. Invest in lithium mining. I mean, yeah. I mean, I heard a lot of people talking about investing in like lithium mining or helium mining, etc. But I mean, I'm staying away from it because like those are not very. I mean, it depends on how big of a scale you're doing it, of course. But I mean, for me, on right now, no, really not been looking into towards mining yet. How can you change your money leverage above the 20x? You can not trade Bybit leverage. Not every single coin can go above the 20x. I mean, if you're talking about, let's say, a small token, you usually can only do like 50x. But how you change it is basically on the top right of your screen. You can see your leverage, and there you can be adjusting it, my man. There's where you can adjust it. So it's not so hard. It's very easy to find it out here. It's very easy to set it up here. But you can see it on the top right of the screen here, basically. By overtaking, do you mean market cap of price? I mean, of course, market cap, because price doesn't say anything. Price is only calculated because of the market cap times the circulating supply. That's the market cap. So, of course, market cap, because price doesn't say anything, because some people as well think like, oh, Shiba can do a 1000x because it's very cheap. No, price doesn't say anything. It's all due to the market capitalization of the token. So please, that's a very big newbie mistake and a beginner mistake in the space. But no, price doesn't say anything. It's always down towards the market cap and, of course, the circulating supply, because that's the calculation you make. It's very important to know. By the way, we did this poll here. Are we in a bear market? 1,600 votes here, and approximately 40% of the people are saying yes. 40% of the people are saying yes, so that's pretty crazy. Are you investing in any stocks? Yes, I am investing in some stocks. Not very good stocks, and of course my stock portfolio is very small. I'm just playing with it only for fun, you know. I just play with like just like I started with playing with Bitcoin. I started as well playing with stocks here. Is stop loss and take profit limit or market limit? Of course, because if it's limit. Market is average price and limit is exact price, and you're setting an exact price. So on Bybit, the stop loss and take profits are limit orders. That's the reason why it's also the best way to take profits, through stop losses and take profits. But guys, we opened a new candle. A little bit of volatility came towards the last minute of the candles. So that was pretty cool to see. We were not seeing a lot of volatility, of course, in the market in general in the beginning. So yeah, let's see what we're going to get from up this point here. But so far still lacking volatility. But guys, anyways, right now I will be still wrap up the stream over here then. And I will be back later today as soon as we do have some more interesting things to discuss, of course. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later today on the channel. Don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys back later today on another stream here on the channel. Peace out.